Is Wednesday Addams leaving the dark corridors of Nevermore behind and stepping onto the streets of Paris? Yes, you heard that right. The latest information shared by Netflix Tudum shows that Wednesday Season 3 could be heading toward a much bigger change in direction than we thought. And this is not just some random rumor floating around on social media. The new Eiffel Tower-related image from the set clearly suggests that Season 3 could extend into the European side of the story. The most interesting part of this news is this: bringing a gothic, cold, and dark character like Wednesday together with one of the most romantic cities in the world creates an incredibly strong contrast. Paris is normally associated with love, art, fashion, and elegance. But in Wednesday's world, no place can stay beautiful, safe, or innocent for very long. If Wednesday really is going to Paris, this city will most likely not be a romantic escape, but the center of a new dark mystery. That feeling is also clearly present in Netflix Tudum's article. The article says that Wednesday could be taking a European detour toward the city of love, and the phrase mercredi in Paris is especially highlighted. Mercredi means Wednesday in French, so Netflix is not just sharing a small set photo here. It is also leaving a very clear question in the minds of fans. Will Wednesday Season 3 move beyond Nevermore and take the story to a bigger, more international place? But why Paris? This is exactly where the theories begin, because this new location does not look like just a visual change. In the official information previously revealed for Wednesday Season 3, the creators talked about new students, new teachers, and long-buried Addams family secrets. Now, this new clue from in front of the Eiffel Tower suggests that some of those secrets could be connected to France. As you know, Netflix previously announced that Eva Green will play Ophelia in Season 3. Ophelia is Morticia Addams' missing sister and one of the most mysterious figures in the Wednesday universe so far. In the Season 2 finale, we only saw her from behind. She was wearing a flower crown and writing, "Wednesday must die" on the wall. That scene alone had already changed the entire atmosphere of Season 3. But now that the France adventure is entering the picture, Ophelia's story becomes even more interesting. Because Ophelia is not just a missing family member, she also feels like a dark reflection of Wednesday's own future. According to what Morticia said, Ophelia disappeared after losing control of her raven powers. Wednesday also seriously struggled with her own psychic powers in Season 2. So there is a clear parallel between these two characters. That is why I do not think the Paris connection is just a tourist scene. I think Wednesday's European journey could be a doorway into Ophelia's past, the secrets Morticia has been hiding, and the dark history of the Addams family. Maybe Paris was one of the last places Ophelia went before she disappeared. Maybe the Addams family has an old connection in France that they have been hiding for a long time. Or maybe, while following Ophelia's trail, Wednesday will find herself inside a European mystery she never expected. We also cannot forget the Grandmama Hester detail here. In the Season 2 finale, Wednesday saw Ophelia locked inside a dungeon-like room in Hester's mansion. That image was very disturbing because it made us ask a very important question. Was Ophelia really missing, or was she someone being hidden by her own family? If the second possibility is true, then there is a much darker secret in the Addams family's past than we thought. And this is exactly where things get complicated. I do not think it is a coincidence that Netflix keeps emphasizing family secrets for Season 3. This season does not look like it will only tell another school mystery. We seem to be heading toward a more personal, more family-focused, and darker story. Wednesday will no longer just be solving murders or supernatural events at Nevermore. This time, she will dig into her own family's past. And the deeper she digs, the closer the things she discovers may bring her to Ophelia's fate. Now let's talk about the cast. Because when we combine this new Paris clue with the previously announced casting news, the picture becomes much more exciting. Wednesday Season 3 is currently in production near Dublin, and some very strong names have been added to the cast. Winona Ryder, Eva Green, Chris Sarandon, Noah Taylor, Oscar Morgan, and Kennedy Moyer had already been announced. Then it was revealed that Lena Headey, Andrew McCarthy, and James Lance will also join the season as guest stars. Having this many major names in the same season makes me think that the scale of Season 3 has truly grown. Especially the addition of actors like Winona Ryder and Eva Green, who fit the Tim Burton atmosphere so well, could strengthen the gothic tone of the series even more. Netflix is keeping these characters' roles secret for now, but I think the phrase "new class of suspects" is very important. This means that each of these new characters could be a potential suspect, a potential threat, or the carrier of a secret from the past. The name Lena Headey is especially striking to me. She became unforgettable in Game of Thrones with a cold, powerful, intelligent, and manipulative character like Cersei Lannister. Having an actress like that join the Wednesday universe makes me think of something more than just an ordinary guest role. Will Lena Headey be a Nevermore teacher, someone from the Addams family's past, or one of Wednesday's biggest enemies in France? There is also a lot of curiosity surrounding Winona Ryder. Her past connection with Tim Burton's world already makes her feel like a natural fit for this universe. If Winona Ryder appears as a new teacher, a former Nevermore student, or someone who knows Ophelia's past, the mystery side of this season could become much stronger. Because Wednesday creates its best moments when new characters are actually hiding much more than they appear to be. As for Eva Green, I think she will be one of the names standing at the heart of Season 3. The character of Ophelia was not prepared like an ordinary side character. Her existence directly became the biggest cliffhanger of the Season 2 finale. The creators said that Ophelia's return would hit the Addams family like a bomb. To me, that sentence is very important. Because Ophelia will not just enter the story. She could completely change the relationship between Morticia and Wednesday, the balance inside the family, and the way Wednesday sees her own powers. At this point, my biggest expectation is that Season 3 will combine two separate storylines. On one side, we will have the Nevermore side. New students, new teachers, new suspects, and a new threat growing inside the school. On the other side, we will have the Addams family side. Ophelia's disappearance, the truths Morticia has been hiding, Hester's role, and a bigger question of destiny connected to Wednesday's Raven powers. The Europe connection could be the special piece that ties these two sides together. Also, just thinking about how Wednesday would look in a city like Paris is exciting on its own. Nevermore was already a place that matched her energy. It was dark, gothic, strange, and dangerous. But Paris creates a completely different contrast. The Eiffel Tower, historic streets, old cemeteries, dark archives, gothic architecture, and Wednesday's ice-cold stare. If the directors use this atmosphere correctly, Season 3 could visually become the most cinematic season of the series. I am also curious about how this new location will work with characters like Enid and Thing. The duo of Wednesday and Thing is already one of the most loved dynamics of the series. If Thing is with her during the France scenes, we could get some amazing moments in terms of both comedy and mystery. Enid joining this adventure would create a completely different energy. Wednesday's dark attitude and Enid's colorful personality could create a very entertaining contrast in a visually powerful city like Paris. But I do not think this season will stand out only because of its atmosphere. The reason Netflix has expanded the Wednesday brand this much is that the series has been able to successfully deepen its character mysteries. The first season still stands at the top as Netflix's most watched English-language series. Season 2 also received very strong interest. So instead of repeating the same formula, it would make sense for Season 3 to open up to a larger mythology. The Paris clue may be pointing exactly to that. My theory is this: Wednesday Season 3 will not use Ophelia only as a missing character who needs to be found. It will position her as a warning for Wednesday's future. Ophelia could not control her powers, became separated from her family, and eventually turned into the center of a horrifying secret. Wednesday could walk a similar path. That is why the real question of Season 3 may be this: will Wednesday be able to control her own dark legacy, or will she repeat Ophelia's fate? For now, there is no official release date. Netflix and the creators are still keeping the story details very secret. But the latest Tudum update we have shows that Season 3 could turn into a bigger, darker, and more international story than we expected. Nevermore will still be important. The Addams family will still be at the center. But this time, some of the secrets may reach into the shadowy streets of Europe. For now, the clues we have seem to be leading us toward the dark and gothic streets of Paris. But in Wednesday's world, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Maybe this European journey is the beginning of the great reckoning the Addams family has been running from for years. So, what do you think? Will Wednesday defeat the darkness inside herself this time, or the bloody past of her family? Make sure to share your theories in the comments. I will read every single one of them. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to join us on this mysterious journey. Until we meet in the next video, take care.